Who was your favorite artist?
I ain't got. I don't really have a favorite. I got a couple though. I'ma name them. I fuck with Tusi. He got that junk on lock. The baby, he tough too. He from Charlotte, Carolina. He putting on. Lil Dirt, he hard. Like, Lil Dirt really my number one though. I ain't gonna count. Yeah, I do got a favorite artist. Lil Dirt. I go with Lil Dirt. For sure, he hard. That boy.
When was your first time you went to the studio?
First time I went to the studio, I said when I moved back here in 2017, I went to, I think they Underground Rich now, or Underground 336. It used to be Hit Factor a long time ago. That was my first time. That was over there off of, where Wet n Wild is, off of Holding. So yeah, 2017 was my first time.
Now, how did the song Paradise come about?
Really, man, it was just like, as you see in like the first words I even say in the song, it don't matter where you come from, but niggas gonna change up. So it's like, I done had boys that changed up on me just cause I do music, feel me? I grew up, once I started doing music, it was like, oh, that nigga do music, he ran the streets, yeah, all that extra shit came, they turned on me, feel me? Cause they vision was different, so. And niggas change up on me, so that's really where that song came from. Females too, you feel me? Like, man, females change up on me. Listening to friends and shit that won't true. I mean, everything, that's how it came along, really just everybody changing up. People who ever change up on me, that's where the song came from. Really.
Now, where are you from?
I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina, born and raised. For sure.
Is that where you still reside now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, my whole life.
So what's your creative process when you make music?
As far as songs,
Yeah.
basically how I make a song is I listen to the beat. If the beat don't catch my attention within like the first 5-6 seconds, it ain't a go. So basically, if the beat catch my attention, I go ahead off the rip, just make a hook off the top of the head. You feel me? And I make the verses specifically off what I make the hook off of. So I lay the hook down, and whatever I'm talking about in the hook, that's what I talk about in the verse. So basically, just I line shit up so it makes sense. Pretty much.
Have anybody ever wrote your music?
That's it. Right, every word. Everything.
How was it growing up in Greensboro?
It was pretty good. Like back then, I mean I'm adopted, so I ain't really know my people like that, so I had to cope with being around somebody that I know I didn't come from, you feel me? So I had a whole family, 7 sisters, 5 sisters, 1 brother. And it was just like, we was all adopted. It was one big house, we was all adopted. And it'd be like, you would think about shit like, is this my real mom and shit? But I didn't find out till like later on in life that was my real mom. So growing up was like, she did what she was supposed to do. We had fun. She made sure I lived a life as a child, like a child's supposed to, you feel me? We did everything, church, all that, like out of town. So she still made sure that we grew up in a good environment, stuff like that. So growing up was pretty good. I stayed out of trouble for the most part, you feel me? But it was pretty good.
How old are you when you first kind of jumped off the porch?
It was really like, I say like 15. Started doing my own thing, really like, be out late nights getting money, you feel me? I be in my boy house making music, you feel me? Just basically ways to make money, anything to make money, I was trying to get it, like anything. But then I had to teach myself, you feel me? So I say like 15, I really started getting on my own, doing shit. And I had moved to Fayetteville when I was 19, and that was basically like an hour for me too, so.
Tell me about Fayetteville.
Fayetteville, straight, I mean.
What's Fayetteville? Fayetteville, North Carolina?
Fayetteville, North Carolina, yeah. Now I went Yeah, I stayed there for like a year and some change. It was straight. It really ain't big on the music scene, so like that's when I really started taking music serious though. And that was 2015, and I found out quick like you once you in the music shit, it's you on your own until you make some shit happen. So I really figured out how the struggle was with the music shit, so that made me hustle even more. Other than that, living pretty straight. I mean, it's a military base, so we hear gunshots, airplanes, helicopters, all shit, all type of nights, every night pretty much.
And things got kind of heated and crazy at the show. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fights and stuff happen right before we performed and shit. Um, yeah, it was a pretty decent crowd, but motherfuckers got to fighting and shit. So after them building ran out, but I mean, we still made it shake though with the crowd that stayed. You feel me? So yeah, we ain't let that really get in the way of what we was doing.
Like, what kind of challenges did you have growing up in the neighborhood and still trying to do music?
You said growing up, trying to do music.
Yeah, in the neighborhood.
Um, See, growing up, I was looked at a certain way. Cause like I said, my mom, we had a good living style, so we had a nice house, a little nice area neighborhood. So it was like I really ain't need nothing, but the struggle part was really like me being away from my family. You feel me? So everything. Once I started doing music, everybody was like, "Oh, he doing music. He talking about drugs, rapping and shit." So motherfuckers in my neighborhood be like, "That's Jamal and shit like that." Like he living in this nice house and shit. Why he talking about that type of shit? It's not even about where I stay. You feel me? It's about like it's me as a person. Fuck a house. You feel me? What I do all day on I come home to the house. I'm not at the crib all day, so you can't say about Jamal being in that nice house all the time. He got everything made for him. Nah, this nigga still had to go out there get money. You feel me? So growing up, it'd be like, yeah, I don't know. That's really where the haters came from though. So motherfuckers wouldn't even support me. So that was a big ass challenge. So that put in my mind that I gotta have my back regardless. So that made me hustle even more. So it really won't. I say it was challenging, but it won't, because it was just motivation.
Where does most of your music draw its inspiration from?
Basically, just shit I've been through. Really, honestly, I try to speak on like Reddit's with females, friends, family. You feel me? I speak on stuff that's actually happened or that's actually happening. So that's where it really comes from. I really speak what I've been through.
Now, you considered a rapper, but you're also considered an R&B
Yeah.
artist as well. What's some of your craziest moments that you've had, with fans and being a rapper and being an entertainer now?
Um, Inbox is already going crazy with the with the social media, so that's already fan love. You feel me? With the inboxes and shit. Also, like I could be in public, like I done took pictures with multiple people. Like I done been interviewed for a YouTube channel in the mall. You feel me?
Are you friendly with your fans?
Yeah, I am. You feel me? Because if you support me, that's showing love. So I like that. You feel me? You show love, I'm gonna show love back. I ain't really the type be like, man, go on with all that. Like get away from me. Nah, like you don't want to even do that to people because they might listen to your music. You do that, and I'm like, man, fuck that nigga. And that's a rumor that started about you that you can't, your fans can't even come up to you and talk. You feel me? Or take a picture, nothing. So I try to be friendly. You feel me? Not too generous, but I'm cordial enough to be like, yeah, we say thank you, dap it up. You feel me? I'm cool with it.
What's your craziest moment in hip hop?
As far as performances or whatever, I say being backstage at the Gunna concert. That was as far as crazy. The concert was lit though. No cap. That was like, I don't know. That was like really my first big opening to the industry world within the music shit. Cause I got to be backstage, chop it up, chill. You feel me? So got to really look at it from the artist side of things instead of me being in the crowd for once. So that was like that was the most crazy thing. I mean, I done did other stuff. I've been around other artists. You feel me? I've been on stage with Stunner. It's it. That was just it. The concert wise, that was an eye opener for me because it was like, damn, that's what it's gonna be like. Like, damn, this shit crazy. Motherfuckers hype as hell. Motherfuckers lit. Like, I like shit like that. Like, everybody just having fun. So that was like the craziest part, really, the concert.